A very warm welcome to this new session. My name is Ms. Prachivani and today we will be talking about introduction to various food and beverage service sectors. The food and beverage industry has many types of outlets. These various outlets are divided in two major sectors. The first one is profit or market oriented or a commercial sector, which has restricted and a general market. The second sector is cost oriented or subsidized or welfare sector. Now this has only restricted market, which further has employee and institutional catering. Let's begin with profit oriented food and beverage sector. Here you will see there is a club, travel catering, contract for food service and function catering. All these examples are under restricted market. Here, profit-oriented food and beverage sector is aiming at earning profit by serving food and beverage. That is first. The second one is when we are saying restricted market, entry for public is not allowed in all these types of outlets that we are talking about. For example, a club. Now, if you want to avail a facility of food and beverage service in any of the club, ideally you need to have a membership for that club. Or let's say function catering, which is our banquets. Now for banquets, if you want to attend a particular wedding, which is a part of function catering, you need to be invited for that particular banquet function. That is the reason we are saying this is a restricted market, which is definitely earning profit. That is their aim. So they are under commercial sector. And this is where the primary activity is food and beverage service. Now we are talking about a general market. General market is open for public. So the examples are restaurants, hotels, pubs, wine bars, QSRs or takeaway. QSR is quick service restaurant, which are our fast food outlets. Now, characteristics of profit-oriented outlets. Here, the first one is price flexibility to attract customers. The second one is high fixed cost. The third one is unstable market demand. And the fourth one is focus on increase in revenue. Now, when we are saying, let's say, high percentage of fixed costs, we are talking about rent that we are paying, or the management salaries we're paying, or a depreciation for buildings and equipments, which is happening in spite of the volume of sale. The second one is focus on increase in revenue. Here, the greater focus is on increasing the revenue rather than decreasing the cost. Then price flexibility to attract customers. For example, our restaurants are busy on weekends. So the rates for weekends would be different, let's say for a buffet, and there will be different rates for weekdays wherein we do not see a lot of crowd coming in. And we have unstable market demand, as I said, because weekends are busy and weekdays are not. So you see unstable market demand on a particular day. Now we are talking about a cost provision food and beverage sector. Here, food and beverage service is the secondary activity and not a primary activity. We have employee catering and an institutional catering. So when we are serving food for employees, that is not our primary activity. Now, when we're serving food to employees, there are two choices that we can look at. One, there can be an in-house catering department who will cook the food and serve to the employees, or there will be a professional who can be called to serve the food for all the employees. Likewise, in institutional catering, we have examples like schools, hospitals, colleges, prisons. Here, as I said, for school, the primary activity is education, and food and beverage service becomes a secondary activity. Now, these are the characteristics of cost provision outlets. Traditionally, fixed pricing policy, because we know that we are not catering to someone who's looking at a commercial angle. Then the focus is on decreasing the cost rather than increasing the revenue. So all these outlets are very, very cost conscious. A low fixed cost because they're not investing in a very good setup of, let's say, for a catering facility. And the last one is relatively stable market demand because we know the number of students who are coming to a college or a school, or let's say number of employees which are coming per shift for uh, to make a product in an industry or a company. Now there's one more classification on the base of captivity, which is non-captive, semi-captive, and captive. Here for non-captive, customers have a wider choice in terms of the number of outlets which are available in the market, uh, or any cafe that they want to choose, or the number of menu varieties which are there on the menu card. For semi-captive, customers have a choice before entering. So they have, compared to non-captive, lesser number of choices. Example, marine, airline, and train. And captive is wherein customers have absolutely no choices. Example, midday meals which are served in school, or welfare service of food which is served in old age home. So non-captive becomes a part of general market, and semi-captive and captive becomes a part of restricted market. Now, if you're planning to have a successful career in food and beverage service industry, we are looking at 4 main qualities here. The first one is sound product knowledge while you're in operations, well-developed interpersonal skills, a range of technical skills, and the ability to work as a part of a team. Quiz link is in the video description. Please go ahead and attempt the quiz. This is a reference book, a very fantastic book if you wish to gain more knowledge. And on that note, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you for a next session.